Hey friends, you're back with SoloGamer. And first thing I'd like to say is, boy, did I do a major screw up. I'm so embarrassed. I mean, it's really bad. So I've been forgetting to draw villain event cards. Yes, I have. So I tried to make up for this. I drew 6 villain event cards and played them. As you can see, the board looks a little different. First of all, I did a couple of these vile organization tactics chart, and I had to move the villain track, so the villain track ended up going to 5. Then on one of them, I had to place 2 random Nazi soldiers because I got the blitz. Luckily, I didn't have to fight any of them because none of my heroes were next to them. Then I rolled it on the second card, and I had to put occupation markers all on the board, any place where a Nazi enemy is touching a city. And as you can see, we have them all over the board now. So that was pretty bad. Then I got this thing. When this card is in play, anytime a hero sells an artifact in a major city, roll a die 6. And I did that in London, and I rolled, and I didn't get a 1 or 2, so nothing happened. But if I would have rolled a 1 or 2, they would have got the artifact, and we would have paid the price for it, and the villain track would have moved up. I drew this card, which gives Hare truthful +2 wounds. I drew this dark ritual card, and this remains in play when the villains have at least 1 artifact that is magic. Roll a die 6 at the start of each villain phase. On a roll of 4, 5, or 6, move the villain track 1 step forward. The only artifact I got was not a magic one, so I lucked out on that. And then the other last card was this: move the villain track 1 step forward, which I did. Okay, and then we had to fight dark creatures, which I was able to escape on that. So that worked out. So I got pretty lucky on that. But that's pretty damn embarrassing. I'm pretty sorry for that. I bet anybody watching these videos is like, hey, that fool's not doing the villain event card. That fool's an idiot. And I kept wondering why my villain track was staying so low. And, well, there you go. So I drew 6 cards. I came out okay with the exception of the Nazi occupation stuff all over the board. And Hare Truthful getting +2 wounds. So he has 10 now he can take. Boy, I feel like an idiot. But I'm sorry about that. And hopefully that won't happen again. And so now let's start back the game here, and it's Jacques' turn, and he's still doing this cliffhanger, so let's roll for movement. Alright, so nothing happens there. Sharon Hunter, let's roll for her. And she rolls a 6. Let's see here. She's at Devil's Reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, and she goes to Mexico City. I don't want to risk her losing the artifact by going to a major city. So she's going to go there to try to sell that book. Duke. Alright, well, let's see where Duke moves. And he can move 2 spaces. And that's pretty bad. So he'll just stay in the British Isles, and we'll roll to see if he has an encounter. So it's Jacques' turn. He has his lava flow cliffhanger for glory. He has a danger test. See those 2 X's? They're highlighted. So he has to get 2 5s, and he only has an agility of 2. So I kind of doubt he's going to make this. And of course he doesn't make it. So he failed this test. We're going to send his butt back to Cairo. And let's see how much he has to lose. He only has to lose 2 things, so he'll lose this and he'll lose the goggles. Okay, and since he has no artifact, he don't have to lose that. Okay, so Sharon, she's in Mexico City, so she gets a city card. Immediately lose die 3 fortune or 1 gear. Oh boy. Okay. What's she going to lose his monocle then? because we don't want to lose any fortune. So now the bad luck starts. So we did that. But she's going to sell the artifact here and gain 4 for it. So she gets 4 more fortune. So that would be 7 total. She's going to pay to have this wound taken out. And now she can buy some stuff, which is what she's going to do since she just lost a gear. Why not buy a gear? And that's what she's going to do. And she gets adventure boots plus 1 agility. And that leaves her with 4 glory. Okay. And now Duke. See what happens with him. Nothing. Okay, so now it's our bad guy's turn. And let's start it doing this right. We're going to do a villain event here. And this is any hero in a city space immediately takes die 6 hit. Ah, damn. Roll a die 6 for every immobile card in play. Okay, well, there's no immobile card in play, but she's in a city space and he's in a city space. So let's test. We'll test Jacques first. He takes 4 hits. That's awful. Man, that's terrible. And Sharon, she takes 1 hit. Okay, so that's not so bad. Okay, now let's do for our outpost. No new Nazi. Let's see where the blimp's going. It's going to Egypt. And it got there. So we're going to put a new Nazi on the board here. And it looks like Jack's going to have some fighting to do. And then our villains. And Stahl is going to move to the Tomb of the Dark Fire, as worth the most, way over here. And Herr Truffle is going to move to up here, because they're even. Okay. And so it's back to our turn again. Alright, first thing we're going to do is roll for Jacques. He rolls a 6, and first thing he's going to have to do, though, is he's going to have to combat this Nazi guy. So, we'll settle that next turn. Alright, and Sharon, let's roll for her movement. She rolls a 4. And she's going to go here, right there, and she's going to fight that Nazi guy too. Okay, and then Duke Dudley, he rolls a 3. He might as well go here as well. 2, well, yeah, let's see, 2, 3. He goes to Eastern Europe, and we'll see if he has an encounter there. So, Jacques is going to fight. Of course, he has 5, 6, 7 combat. So let's get 7 dice here. And of course, the Nazi should have 4 fight dice and take 3 wounds. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, so he gets hit once, but his defense takes 1. So he gets another wound. He is now at 5, but he has a plus. See, he can take 2 of those wounds and give it to the dog here. And he does 1, 2, 3 damage. And that kills the Nazi guy. So we take that guy off the board. He gets 3 glory. And that worked out alright. So it's Sharon's turn, and she's going to fight the Nazis. And she only has a combat of 3 though. But there's a card. Play to give a hero 2 agility or +2 combat for 1 round. So she's going to play this and get 2. So she gets 5 dice. And the Nazi, of course, gets 4. and she hit 3. They hit her twice. She killed them. She gets, of course, she takes her. She gets 1 wound. She takes 2 wounds. She has no defense. Of course, that happens there. But she gets 3 glory for beating that Nazi. And her personal mission has been successful. So she gains 1 fortune. And she can get a new personal mission card. And this new personal mission card is defeat a Crimson Hand enemy in combat. Well, unless they come up on a card or something, we won't be getting that. And now it's Duke Dudley, and see if anything happens with him. And he gets to get an event card. Play immediately. Place a mobster thug in 2 random cities on the board. God dog with that. So we're going to put 1 in Moscow. Well, that's great. And San Fran. Okay, so we can't put 1 in San Fran because it's occupied by the Nazis. So we just put 1 in Moscow. And that is the end of our turn. And now it is the Nazis' turn. And roll once on the Vile Organization's tactics track. Move the villain track 1 step forward. Okay, so now they are at 6. And let's roll on the tactics track and see what we get. We get a 6. We get occupation. Okay, which is basically the same as it was last time, really. Yep. These guys don't count because they're bodyguards of Truthful. Okay, so we kind of dodged a bullet on that, and let's roll for where we place the Nazi. And we do. We got to put 1 in the Yucatan, or in Paris. I mean, in the Yucatan, I'm sorry. And let's see, where the heck is that at? And it goes right here. Okay, and now we have the Zeppelin. It's going to go to Japan. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't make it. And now it's the bad guy's turn. And they will start doing their test, and we'll start with Colonel Stahl, and he's over here at this temple. This is a mountain space, and he has a search of 3, and looks like he got 4 freaking, no, he got 3 successes. So he gets this 3 fortune. But we do put a collapse marker on there. Okay, and then it's Herr Truthful, and he gets to search 4. And wow, holy cow. Jeez. Well, he found that thing. That thing only had 4, and there's this 4 right there. So he gains the Skull of Doom. So he does have a magic artifact now. So it's not looking good for us. You know, this game was looking pretty good. Now it just turned down to crapper. And now we'll move the villain track 2 spaces. And now we have to, of course, do a new artifact. And it is the Mask of the Cursed Eye. No allies may be used while at this adventure. Let's figure out where it goes. It goes to the British Isles. Well, damn, I just left the British Isles. Okay. Alright. Jacques' turn. And Jacques is going to move. He's going to move 5, 2, 3. He's going to go there. Sharon's turn. She rolled a 6. Unfortunately. Well, okay, well. 1. 2. She gets 1 less on the C space. 4, 5. Okay, she's there. And now Duke Dudley, he rolls a 4, 1, 2. Okay. So let's take Jacques here. And he's going to do his first danger. He needs 4 dangers. And he has to fight the Order of the Crimson Hand, but he's a good fighter. Ancient Trap. Lore 4. He has a 3 lore. And he got 2 successes, so 1 more. And he got it. So he beat that. And he is going to camp, because he is wounded pretty good. So let him camp, which you will do, and he will gain that 2 glory. And he's no longer wounded. Alright, Sharon's turn, and she's over there, and she's going for the Mask of the Cursed Eye, and she cannot use any allies, and she don't really have any allies to use. And she has Ancient Puzzle here, and a lore 5. She has 3 lore, and she barely got it. Okay, she gets 2 glory, because she's going to camp as well. She's going to heal her wounds and camp. She gets 2 more glory. And then Duke Dudley, and he won't need to camp, so we may try to go all the way on this. Nightclub Rendezvous. 6 cunning. He has a cunning of 3. Eesh. Okay, so let's see what he can get. Come on. And of course he does not make it. Plenty of time to automatically pass the test. Okay, well, he's going to play the Secret of Success card to pass that test. So he passes it. 1 success. And he's going to go again. Stow away on a Zeppelin. Draw a Nazi enemies card. Or use a cunning. His cunning is 3. But he gets +2 fight dice against Nazis. So we may do that. Let's draw a Nazi enemies card. And this is a Panzer tank. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh my god. Well, that was a bad idea. Oh man. Okay, so he gets 5 fight dice. And this thing gets 4 fight dice. Not only hits on a 6, but each one does 3 hits. Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Oh my god. That was just, look at that. 2 6s thing rolled. Now he got 4 hits on it. So he actually beat it. So this thing did, oh wait, no. It has a defensive 2. So this thing is wounded twice. He took 6 wounds. He has a defensive 1. So, and each one, so he is down to 4 wounds. He got 4 wounds on that. 5 wounds, I'm sorry. And he has a +1 thing here. So it looks like him and that thing are going to kill each other. Oh my god. Stupid tank. Okay, well, might as well just push on, and I hope this thing doesn't roll any 6s. Shit, how can I roll 2 6s? Okay, well, I rolled 2 6s again on that. So he killed the damn tank, and it killed him. So let's send his butt back to London. So he goes all the way back here to London. At least he gets 8 glory for beating that damn thing. Man, that was terrible. But we'll see how much he has to lose now. He has to lose 4 of it, so he only gets 4. Freaking tank. And how come I'm rolling so many good 6s when I never rolled 6s like that before? Okay, so we'll end it here, and I'll start with the villain phase, and God, I hope we get a better turn of luck. See you then.